You
Come on, man. You gotta eat. You gotta eat it all, Chris. I'm turning you.
That's you. No,
that's gonna be you.
No, all animal dick is for you.
I just spit my shit back out. We're just gonna start this shit live.
The only time I caught the Holy Ghost was when I was in church drinking.
Like, they're two dumb dudes. Welcome to the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. I don't know what you was just singing, but you got that big pun lineup going on with your beard.
Yeah,
This is the cleanest, bro. This is the cleanest I've seen you in a long time.
What you mean? I'm always clean. Even though I had the beard, it was always lined up. It was
no. You had that Paul Pierce going for a little bit.
No. I did.
No. Look like somebody put your beard on with a paintball gun.
What's that damn movie came out years ago? Was it Team America?
Yeah.
Did you ever see that? I did not have the patches going on.
Like, you seen like when Marlon Wayans in Scary Movie and his shit was all patchy?
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Damn, bro.
I can grow a beard. You know what I'm saying?
You looking like David Ortiz right now, bro.
Hey, big
hat,
big poppy. But no, he had something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got that. You got the hat, the beard, the cheeks. That's it. All you need is Miguel's accent, and you good.
The cheeks, the gerbil cheeks, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah. With that being said, welcome to the latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. It's your boy Sarath, aka Makazi,
and your boy Chris Brown, aka Red Ford Delta. How's everybody doing out there? Well,
I mean, if you're looking at Chris's cheeks, you kind of know. Not those cheeks. Pause.
All right, please, Johnson over here.
You gotta know what we talking about this week. We talk about food. Specifically the supply chain, which is a part of food that not a lot of people think about.
Definitely.
So I mean, this week was my choice in movie. But why were you smiling?
You know what to say, so smart.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I have to make sure, or I'm going to try my hardest to keep this conversation from going X-rated. Because we going deep sea fishing. And I love some deep sea fishing.
I know Chris fishes on all types of shit.
All types of oceans, ponds, lakes, rivers.
So I'm surprised you ain't got a waterbed. It'd just be fitting.
I can't witness all around me. I need some things dry. I just said I was gonna try to go that route.
Just do you don't want to mess up? Go fishing, catch a swordfish.
No shit.
What kind of fish you looking for?
Nah.
If you catch my drift.
Yeah, for real.
And try to get poked. That's all I'm saying.
Nah. I'm a warrior.
All right. So the movie we're talking about this week is a documentary on Netflix. It's called Seaspiracy. And essentially it's talking about, the supply chain of, overfishing and what's going on with the decline in the amount of fish in the ocean. Is that something you thought about before, as far as when you order in your fillet of fish?
No, I mean I'm a seafood fanatic. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I'm gonna do this without laughing.
I know this is gonna be hard because I really want to be serious because the documentary actually did change my views on a whole lot of things, stuff that I never thought about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn.
But when you order food at a restaurant, is that like do you think about the supply chain, like where the food comes from? Because I know like with a lot of restaurants they have that farm to table, and one of the big things they try to like promote is like we know where this food came from.
Yeah.
It's not coming from some nameless, faceless, entity out in the ether that's just supplying us with, with whatever. Like, like this is from a farm that we, specifically, work with in order to bring this food to your table.
Yeah.
Like, I think that, and I just feel like that's lost in today's culture. Like, people go to the supermarket and they think beef is a steak.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see the cow face.
Yeah.
That's I don't know. I feel like that's just something that's missing in today's culture that really needs to be brought back.
No, I mean, it's definitely something to think about because how many times have you gone in and sat down and ordered lamb chops or filet mignon,
Yeah.
sushi, whatever. And because the plate is so beautiful, smells and everything else, you really don't think about where did this come from. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
But I think, do you think if you thought about where it came from, if you understood where it came from, would you appreciate it more?
Definitely. Well, I know it's probably gonna sound crazy,
Mhm.
but I don't want to eat a angry animal. I want to die happy and when it gets to my plate. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, no, that's completely true. I understand that. Like
Okay.
you don't want an angry that's looking like it's fighting for his life
Mhm.
to get, to have to be to bring that sustenance to you.
Yeah.
That's why I think a lot of people become vegans, because the idea of, killing an animal like that is, it just is terrible to them.
Yeah.
It's not something they want to think about. But like at the same time, there's a lot of things that need to die or that do die in order to bring all them vegetables to your plate.
Yeah. Vegetables and the meat. Um, but shit,
Well,
you don't get a ton.
you ever thought about how much, if you had your own garden and all
Mhm.
you ate was vegetables, you ever think about how big of a garden you would need to feed a family of 4 for an entire year?
Ooh, you know what? Because I'm not really big on gardening. I'm my own
Yeah, you
common
don't grow,
sense
you
is
just eat.
yeah, pretty much. You know what
Or
I'm
you
saying?
grow in other ways when you eat, but it's just
Nah,
we
nah,
working on that.
just the cheeks. I got storage space. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, because I don't really know how farming works too much. I know you gotta do certain things in certain seasons and everything.
Mhm.
Because I don't think any vegetable or fruit grows all year round. Am I right?
No, hell
Yeah.
no. So
So,
a lot of that stuff is like grown in season and then picked and then stored,
mm,
for so people can have it year round. Like you ain't
yeah,
supposed to. I don't know when the season is, but I know you ain't supposed to have like tomatoes year round.
true.
That motherfucker, you leave them on your counter, they go bad in 2 weeks. Like
Yeah,
ain't no way in hell they in the store that long.
yeah. I've actually like getting the green ones from down at the market and let them sit in my window and turn red.
Yeah, yeah, but
I
that's the
don't know.
Southern black in you.
No, I wouldn't. I don't know what it
Fried
is.
green tomatoes.
No, I don't even eat the fried green tomato. I like watching them when it's green and turn red. That way I know that it's fresh. If that makes sense.
How do you pick it and then watch it turn red? It turns red when it's on the vine.
I mean, when they're at the little market,
Your shit is radioactive, man. Your shit got me.
it's radio juicy too. Shit.
Speaking of juicy, what you drinking?
Oh snap! What are we doing today, peoples?
I mean, for those who don't know, crackhead Chris is on withdrawal.
Crackhead Chris, out of all names.
Bro, now
Uh,
listen, I ain't never seen crackhead tendencies, but you damn near close.
nah, I'm cool. I just
Fucking around. The next thing you know, I'm gonna see you on the corner washing cars for Bud Lights, bro.
Bud Lights and scratch tickets. Man, but nah, I am cut back just on my own health. Just want to be better.
Mhm.
Um, so I got my little bit of Jack Daniel, half pint, and I got this little buzz ball of a cocoa chiller. I'm gonna
Yeah.
drink it on some ice and call it a day.
See what y'all don't know is Chris
Even
didn't
though,
originally have
hold on,
that.
wait. This shit is 15% alcohol.
God damn.
I just looked at it.
Well, because okay, so for those who don't know, before Chris grabbed that buzz ball, he had like the black dildo of fucking soda cans or beer cans in his hand, and I was like, God damn, like where I don't know who the hell is that one serving for Jolly Green Giant, like,
It was a 40 ounce, old English.
bro,
No, I'm joking. It definitely wasn't that shit.
what was it, like a 32-ounce can? Some
Probably.
shit.
It
It
was
was like a
big.
fucking big gulp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah.
I don't know about you, bro.
I
How
mean,
the hell you try to go light beer? So I'm gonna get like the extra large.
the
That's
only,
like drinking a fucking 32-ounce Coke, but you make half of it diet because you watching your weight.
I mean, some people do that. You know what I'm
I know they do.
saying? Instead of give me a small Coke, let me get an extra large Diet Coke.
Yeah. Let me get a 6-piece nugget, but only give me 5 because I'm watching my weight.
Yeah, shit. with, with half the fries.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But yeah, that's what I got. On some ice. What you got going on?
I got this, I'm taking a shot of this Iron Smoke casket strength straight bourbon whiskey.
I really want to try that.
Oh.
The emblem alone is what gets me. I like the
Yeah, it
skull.
just
I like the lettering.
something about this packaging just really spoke to me.
Yeah.
And
Is that all you got?
No. I got a little sour. I know y'all don't really like that sour. I got this power move because I'm a wrestler, so we always like the power moves. But this is an Asahi Bowl sour.
What kind of wrestler are you?
But you know damn well I wrestle in the ring and in other places, putting holds.
He's a warrior.
I prefer jelly. Some people like syrup. I prefer jelly.
Oh God, something's clearly wrong with us,
Bro, that shit is crazy. That shit.
It's like, it never gets old.
That's for real. That's a quote. That's not somebody writing it to sound funny in a movie. That's a quote from a documentary.
That was put in a cartoon that he got mad at after. Like,
bro, you seen the episode where the teacher got in trouble for saying the N-word?
Yeah.
He goes, first of all, he asked, can I borrow a fry? I want to know, how do you borrow a fry?
He says it all the time. What do you say?
He goes, well, I asked him, well, how about you do that? I can't say it. It'd be on camera, but
oh God.
But if I did say it, would be quoting. I wouldn't be, I ain't throwing it willy nilly.
Asian community doesn't care. Black people don't care either.
2023.
Yeah, I know. It's the kids' culture that's gonna try to throw a fit.
Mm-hmm.
Need the kids themselves,
bro. I mean, I'm surprised. I'm surprised there ain't no clips being made of me talking about chicken dicks. Talking about supply chain and food. You eat everything.
That's on you.
Listen, watch. When there ain't no more chicken out there, or it's a limited run, y'all gonna see.
I'm just curious to know, wondering how much of fried chicken is already included in there somewhere. Like, the little extra fat piece on the thigh, and you get that big water skin all crunched up and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Is that really part of the thigh?
Listen, man. Listen. Okay, so
listen.
I'm gonna hit you with something, and you gotta be honest, right? Okay. What's your favorite part of fried chicken?
The thigh.
No, not what's your favorite piece, but what's your favorite part of
the skin? The
skin, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, if you got this other piece that's got a little extra skin on it, and
it's all crispy and seasoned.
Yeah, exactly. So crispy foreskin might be goddamn delicious. Who don't know?
Connected to the thigh because it's sitting right next to it. Shit.
Yo, this motherfucker got two thighs. No, that's not a second thigh, sir.
Oh man.
Cheers, brother.
Yeah. Oh shit. Let me get my shot. My bad. I'm over here laughing and shit.
Listen, I mean, like, again, we have to get to a point, and I know there's a lot of like, I don't want to say third world countries, but a lot of cultures out there that, you eat nose to tail, you eat every part. Mm-hmm. We're gonna get to a point where, like, we have no, like, natural food out there. Unless we make do with everything that's there.
I told you. I mean, that's why I want to go to more different countries, because I'm not opposed to try any food. Mm-hmm. I just don't want to know what it is at first.
I know, because I didn't told you about a big saute pot of some beef parts.
Tarantula, all kinds of shit. No,
Cambodia tarantula is supposedly as like a street food.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
tarantula is all it is. That's land crab. If you think about that, come on. No. It's because listen. I like Spider-Man, but I'll fuck up some tarantula if it look good. Sesame seeds, a little soy sauce. Come on. Just you gotta make sure you fry it enough so all the hair gets.
Yeah, but the thing, all I can see is a hairy ass fucking big ass legs.
Like you get done, you take the little fang and just pick your teeth with it.
Oh shit. Okay. Hold on, wait. That's gonna be a big ass fang. You gonna do that? What kind of spider is this?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take them fangs. I'm gonna make them necklaces like fucking Craven the Hunter.
Was it Crocodile Dundee? Whatever it was.
What is that? That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Nah, shit. Oh man.
Cheers.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, that's good.
There we go.
I got a nice burn. Bro, that one, I taste the wood. Holy shit. I taste the wood from the barrel on that motherfucker. Like chewing on sawdust. Not in a bad way, but like you sometimes you get that smell of wood. I got that in the back of my throat right now.
Okay.
All right, so Seaspiracy. So essentially, it's about the supply chain for seafood, and like how I found this this documentary because I was watching, I think Flagrant 2, no, not Flagrant 2 or Brilliant Idiots, but Andrew Schultz was talking about how the was it the Pacific garbage patch that's out there? You know what that is?
Yeah, but yeah, that what they call it, island of garbage, something that just
It's an
float right
island.
there.
It's an island of garbage in the Pacific Ocean that I don't know if I'm for scale. I don't know if people realize it. It's the size of Texas.
Is that big? Excuse me.
Yeah,
Holy
Pacific
shit.
Island patch, size of Texas. And he said, and when you hear about like garbage in the ocean, you always hear about like microplastics, and the big thing you always hear is, hey, we need to stray away from fucking plastic straws, right? Plastic straws and all this shit is bad. That's why they got us doing like paper straws and all this crazy shit. I went to a coffee shop. They use fucking long ass spaghetti noodles. I don't know how that works. It's like what is it called? What's that? Ziti? Imagine a long ass ziti.
So what you do? You use it to drink it? You cook it after?
I don't know, but they use that as a fucking straw.
It's not a bad idea.
No, that's a terrible idea.
What you mean?
I ain't gonna drink coffee and get carbs. Fuck is that shit?
But if you boil it after,
No, I'm saying
it has some coffee flavored spaghetti or something.
Hell no, you trying to get a kick to go work out. Next thing you know, you got a gluten allergy because of that motherfucker.
Shit. See, you wouldn't think of that.
No, like so.
See my fast back. Oh wait, I can use this after.
No. See, you're not really fat. If you're saying that, you're not really fat because that's just all you do is using everything. If you're really fat, you would do like me, and you would bite the ends off of a fucking Twizzler and use that motherfucker as.
Yeah, no,
I do that shit at the fucking movie theater. Fuck around, eat that thing too fast, and then you got no straw left.
Hell yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, so they make a big deal about like plastics, whatever. But when you actually look at the ratio of the garbage out there, like that only amounts to about not even 5% what's out there for trash, and like a lot the like 50 to 60% of that trash that's out there is actually leftover fishing equipment, nets and buoys and all that shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, no one talks about that, and they were wondering why. And then when you look at it, you realize that a lot of the what do they call, the agencies that are deal with like plastics in the ocean or whatever, it's all paid for by, or it's all run by the fishing industry.
Yeah.
That's a conflict of interest, right?
Yeah, it is. I mean, like I said, this documentary really opened my eyes to a lot of things because, like I said, I love seafood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's a part in there where they actually break down. It was computer generated, of course, but the nets, how they go through the ocean, and these motherfuckers are massive.
I literally, because I had it running earlier just to refresh. Bro, like just thinking about that, one of those nets can pull in 13 747s.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah. And just scraping across the ocean like that, like if that was a forest, that shit is cleaned out instantly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
And it's like, what do you think? Why do you think people turn a blind eye to that? I mean, not necessarily turn a blind eye, but why do you think people don't think about that much?
Because especially as Americans, how can I say this? We can get so many free things in America. One being welfare. One being welfare.
Okay.
Okay, so how many families? Let's just say you get a family that gets $1,000 a month in food. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now, granted, they might need it. This is
Mhm.
what America is built on, helping or trying to help everybody,
Yeah.
supposedly. You know what I'm saying? But they're getting all this free food because it's got this free money that they don't care. They're just happy they can go get this food. And if they don't want it, to throw it out because they're getting more free money next month. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'm saying as Americans, we have the ability to get so many things, whether we're on the bottom of the food chain or the top.
Yep.
Think about it. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the bottom of the food chain and you're one of a low income family and you're getting $1,000 of food stamps a month, you can go shop at Whole Foods if you want to.
Yeah.
And if you make $1 million a year because you're that CEO of a company, you're going to shop at Whole Foods if you want to.
Yeah. 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 But so I think okay, so I feel like the reason why we turn a blind eye to it, and
Hmm.
you tell me if I'm like thinking crazy, isn't necessarily because it's not necessarily because we have access to it. I think it's because we don't see it. Like
That
we
too.
like to us, if you talk to a person and say, hey, grab me some fish for dinner, they go to the supermarket and it's a fillet on a fucking thing and you just grab it and go. And you don't realize like, oh no, someone had to go out and catch all this. You go out there, you see this fucking cooler at the supermarket with all these fish. Someone had to go out and catch this motherfucker.
Not only
I don't
that,
know if anyone else has gone fishing, but that motherfucker's hard.
yeah,
I
but that's
fucking I don't know how often I've gone fishing, but like I don't really catch that fish that often. Maybe because I'm not that good, but like it's not something that you could just toss a line in and pull out.
yeah,
So in order to supply all this fish, people got to do shit in order to catch it. Like
yeah. I mean, but yeah, think when you're like in the supermarket, you're looking at this fish, and how many times do you see a full fish sitting there? Not unless you go to the
the
fresh deli
Asian,
or what?
no, first of all, you got to go to the Asian supermarket if you want to see the whole fish.
Oh yeah, that
Americans
or
don't like seeing the head on animals.
yeah, it don't phase me none. But I mean,
Do you eat?
you
Do
get
you eat fish heads? Just out of curiosity.
I have. I mean, it's not like I look forward to it, but it's like whatever.
How you not look for fish heads? Is like the best part, bro.
Ain't
Sucking
no,
on them
it,
eyeballs.
no, see, that's not the best part.
Yes, it is.
No, no,
It tastes like an oyster, bro.
nah, oyster tastes like oyster. A fish head is
So
something
don't the
different.
fish eye. I'm
Mm,
saying,
nah,
come on, man. I need to
mm-mm,
I need to put you
mm-mm,
through I need
nah.
to literally sit there. I need to make you my chicken feet soup and my whole fish, and I need to put you through a fucking like a whole taste thing, and just see like how varied your fucking taste buds are.
I like one type of fish. It's called a double fillet from McDonald's. It's
No,
perfectly
no, no, no.
squared. It's golden. It's crispy.
You like another fish? It's called a linebacker, first round draft pick.
and nothing wrong with working out.
Hmm.
Oh man, but
But
but no, yeah, we do turn a blind eye just because I don't. Nobody pays attention to the work that goes into getting the food. Because think about this: you can go to the grocery store and spend $100 on seafood. That's what you're in the mood to get.
mhm.
But if you're living somewhere and you really have to live off the land, you're not going to catch a bunch of fish to store in your ice box or whatever. You're gonna go fish for the day, find your meal for the night or whatever, and that's all it is.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. If you actually had to go catch your food
Hmm.
for the day, I think you would definitely feel a little more like of a connection to your food source. Like you wouldn't sit there and be like, "Yo, I ain't eating this liver," because motherfucker, it took me forever to fucking hunt down this deer. I'm eating this motherfucking liver.
Yeah, no, definitely. I remember when I was over the road truck driving, and I was going through someplace in Texas, and nah, I'm sitting there going down the road. What do you have to say?
I don't know why. I just feel like you had to run something over and you took it out for dinner.
Oh, nah, no, I'm talking about when I was going through. I want to say it was like a cow plant, and on one side you had all these cows in the field.
Yeah.
They was drinking, they was smoking, they was fucking, they was having fun. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of these black cows?
It was barbecue. You know what I'm saying? But on
Out
the other
there.
side, of the highway, you had like a concentration camp of cows. There was like fucking shit piles.
Motherfucker, fucking
It-
Magneto just out there.
look,
We about to fuck these motherfuckers up because
but no, my whole thought process was if I'm gonna eat some cow, I want the happy ones. These motherfuckers, they're gonna die terrible. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. You
And
don't
that's
want
what I
the
was
ones that's
saying.
in fucking like they've been slaving away.
For
Fucking,
real. just to make it to your plate. Fuck
Mhm.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying about that. When you talk about that connection, I really would prefer, especially after watching a documentary, which I know I'm not going to do it, at least not often. But if I had to go and like catch my own food, I know I caught my own food versus go to get something that came from some factory
Yeah.
somewhere across the world. You know what I'm
I
saying?
I try my best to shop like as local as possible. Like
Mm,
I'll go to like the stores that have the local that get stuff from the local farms. There's a spot here in Orlando that like they got a lot of stuff from local farms and shit like that. And that's where I'll try to go to get most of my shit. And
mm,
then I'll run over to Publix if I need something last minute. But just the idea that like there's companies and industries out there where their job is to do all the dirty work so that you don't have to feel bad about what it takes to put this food on your plate.
Look,
Like,
my big. Oh, go ahead. Let you
no, go
finish.
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was saying my biggest intake from the film was tuna
Yeah.
because tuna fish is a quote unquote like one of the healthiest things to eat. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
But is tuna fish tuna? It says tuna, but is canned tuna fish actually tuna? Because you see the bluefin tuna that they
Mhm.
use for sushi. Them motherfuckers, if you get a good size one, yo, they're
No,
1.3 million.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I gotta catch all I gotta do is catch one fish, and that sets me up for the
S-
next 6 years as far as fucking income.
yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But just looking at the whole process of that and everything, like damn, like I don't know. I don't want to say I got a problem with watching animals die badly, because I,
I
I mean I'm a truck driver. I hit quite a few of them. You know what I'm saying? But but if I got it, I don't know. I don't know if it makes sense. I don't want a hurtful, angry piece of food on my plate.
no, I agree with you. I don't want to like if I'm gonna eat an animal,
Hmm.
I want it to be like part of the circle of life.
Yeah.
You know, like I want this animal to have the best life possible, so that when it is time for that animal to give me sustenance, because I'm an
Hmm.
animal as well. Like I want it to be like like almost not an even exchange. I know it
Hmm.
sounds fucked up, but like it's just a
I get what you're
again
saying.
at that time, like I wanted to be like, all right, yeah, I lived a good life,
Hmm.
whatever, and like this is my time, because there's a difference between an animal that's raised for food
Hmm.
than catching an animal in the wild. I get catching an animal in the wild is like ideal because that's how it's supposed to be,
Hmm.
but we got way too many people in this world for it
Hmm.
to for everyone to go out in the wild and catch their food. We
Yeah.
just it's just how it is, you know. And I think sometimes like with vegans, I think they lose sight of that. They think that like they think because they feel a certain way about animals that eating plants or all plants is the way to go. But like in order to get that much plants,
Hmm.
like look at a salad. Ain't nobody just eating a salad of fucking romaine lettuce. It's all
Yeah.
different parts.
Hmm.
So you need all these other different plants in order to to gather all that. Some animals had to die.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think you might have sent me a video, or I sent it to you. But I remember watching one where the guy was talking about how okay, you want to eat all these vegetables and everything else, but you just cleared out how many miles of a field that took away
Yeah.
how many homes, how many animals, and then sprayed all these chemicals to make the field what it is and everything else.
Yeah.
So even though you think you're eating healthy, you still just killed a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah. Well, I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
yeah, it's like okay, so it's not even just the animals, because
Hmm.
like monocropping. You know what monocropping is?
I do not.
Monocropping is like say an entire field of corn.
Okay.
All right. So if you were looking at nature, you would never see an entire field of corn. You'd see corn and trees. Like it's all be blended together nicely
Mm.
so that
Yeah.
all the nutrients in the ground, it all works together nicely.
Mm.
But when you monocrop something and you're growing just corn in this area, like you're stripping the fucking soil of all its nutrients because it's not supposed to get rid of all the soil, the nutrients the way it is.
Mm.
So you can only grow but so much in that area before you gotta not grow shit and do whatever you can to get the nutrients back in there. Like that ain't
Mm.
how it's supposed to be. But
Yeah.
if you're a vegan who's eating vegetables all year long, that's kind of the shit you got to deal with,
Mm.
right?
Yeah. Like another part of the video there, like kind of bothered me was because we're talking about eating here. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
The shark fins. Like I actually would love to try shark fin soup because I mean I do want to try it. But if you're wasting the rest of the shark, then what's the point?
Exactly.
You
That's
know
the
what
shit
I'm
that
saying?
fucks me up. Like,
Yeah,
why would you catch a shark, cut off the fin, and throw the whole motherfucker back?
yeah,
When I see shit like that, I'm like, all right, yeah, I get like maybe catch the whole shark and use the whole motherfucking shark.
yeah. For something,
Yeah,
you got to be able to use it for something. You know what I'm saying?
shark to make shark teeth necklaces. Fucking eat the shark dick, all that shit.
You
Come
would
on,
have,
man. You gotta eat.
you
You
would
gotta eat it all, Chris. I'm turning you. I'm gonna.
that's you. No,
No, that's gonna
no,
be
no,
you.
no. All animal dick is for you.
I just spit my shit back out.
I'd rather eat a Boston butt. You know what that is? A
Listen,
hog butt.
listen. I know what a Boston butt is, but I know all the other butts you've eaten, and fucking a little fucking great white dick ain't gonna be all that bad. As long as
I ain't got the eyed ass face, okay? Oh man. Oh shit.
I'm saying, like you can't just take an animal, take the what piece you want, and then toss the rest away. You
Yeah.
got to use it all.
Yeah.
So one of the parts about the documentary that really caught me is like about the dolphins. Because have you ever seen The Cove?
No.
So The Cove is this documentary, and it centers on this place in Japan. I think it's like Taijin or whatever. But the dude so what happens is every year, like they hoard all those dolphins into the cove, and they slaughter them. And I guess I don't know, maybe in that area they've gotten a taste for dolphins or whatever. But then they catch a lot of dolphins and they use them for like SeaWorld or all those like
Hmm.
amusement parks and shit like that. And in the documentary, they were talking about how like the fishing industry, like specifically tuna, you got all that dolphin safe tuna, right? And
Hmm.
dolphin safe tuna is basically trying to say, hey, when we caught all this tuna, we didn't kill any dolphins when we did it.
Yeah.
But it's run by the fishing industry. That's like saying, hey, this drug dealer told me these drugs are safe.
Mm.
He don't care if the drugs are safe. He just cares if he sells them.
Yeah.
Like it's just I don't get how that works.
Mm.
And like in the same vein,
Hmm.
a lot of people, me included, I've done it before, where if I buy a can of tuna and I see it says dolphin safe, I feel good. I'm like, oh
Mm.
yeah, like they didn't kill any dolphins when they got this tuna. But how much tuna are they fucking catching? Because look at
Yes.
all those fucking cans on this one shelf in this one Publix, and there's 20 Publixes around me.
Not even that. Let's be real here. Publix, Walmart, Target,
Stop and shop.
um, yeah, any supermarket, loaded. You know what I'm saying? And then
Mhm.
think about because I was a big fan of the pouches on the road. Just
Yep.
crack it open, eat it with a spoon real quick. And you got regular tuna, you got lemon pepper, you got garlic and herb, you got ranch, you got bacon, you got all these different flavors.
Mhm.
And this is just at one store
Yeah.
in one city in one state.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now think about how many supermarkets are out there.
Yeah,
They're filled with all this fish that may or may not be sold. Like in order to supply all that shit,
yeah,
man, it makes me. I don't want to say angry, but maybe angry. It just makes me like upset at like the convenience that we have as humans, and we turn a blind eye to what it takes to give us that convenience. Like, do
mhm.
we really need that much? You go to the supermarket. Do we really need that much access to food?
No, I really don't think so.
I mean, for instance, I know you like broccoli, but do you really need access to broccoli 24/7? It's all year long.
That's the the catch 22 of it because you might want some steamed broccoli today, and you might not want it for another 3 weeks.
Yep.
But when you want it, you want to go get it.
Yeah, you want to make sure it's there when you want it.
Yeah.
And that's what's fucked up, because like I feel like a lot of older native cultures, ones that lived with the land, they realize like, hey, this stuff is only available through certain times, so we take advantage of it while it's there.
Yeah.
We're not pushing it to where we won't have it next year.
You know what? Let's think about this for a minute. Do you think that's part of America's obesity problem?
Definitely.
I mean, because now look at it like this. Let's just say,
Go ahead, Chris. Speak from experience. Let's go.
I'm not obese. I'm pleasantly plump. You know what I'm saying? But but now what you just said, if you know you live in the
My
area,
bad. I didn't mean to call you.
oh gosh,
You like we lucky we best friends. Otherwise, we probably would have fought like years
oh
ago.
shit, we'd have fought too many times by now. Shit. Oh, but no. With that being said, just think about. Imagine you live in a place,
Mhm.
and let's just say this area you live in actually generates or produces all the food that you want: apples, oranges, bananas,
Mhm.
broccoli, potatoes, whatever. But you know you can only get it out of certain times of the year. It's gonna
Yeah.
grow regardless because that's the way the land is made to do it. Like you didn't got to take care of it. It's just what's naturally happening.
Yep.
So that's like okay. I'm not gonna be wrong because I don't know how stuff is harvested. But let's just say for the months of fall,
Yep.
you know this is potato and onion season. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Mhm.
And then it's gonna change in the wintertime and you can get fucking, which I know I'm lying, but like green beans and carrots and apples.
Yeah.
So if your body's used to eating, because you got to eat all year long, but you only
Yep.
eat these certain things at this time of the year, maybe that's why they were actually kind of healthier back in the days because they
Yeah.
were over flooding themselves because the potatoes only grew in September,
Mhm.
but now we can get them in July.
Yeah.
I mean, are you over carbonate? Not carbonating, but giving it over carbon yourself, whatever you want to call it. Shit.
Carbonate. You gonna walk
Yeah.
around like a Coca-Cola.
Hell yeah,
Um,
shit. Would you?
okay. So
But think about that. You know what I'm saying?
no, I completely agree. And I think the issue, and I think one of the issues with obesity is because we're we're giving into our cravings. Like if I
Mm,
want a specific food whenever and you want it at that time, the industry's got to do whatever they can in order to keep it that thing available.
mhm,
And I mean, you buy some vegetables and you put them in your fridge, they only last a certain amount. So
mhm.
they shouldn't be available all year round. So what is going on with these foods that's making it available for that? Like it's not, the food isn't what it's supposed to be.
Let me ask you this. Off the top of your brain, can you think of any food that you know for certain still only gets sold around certain times of the year?
Pumpkin spice lattes.
That's not it's fucking coffee.
Okay, hold
They
on,
they
hold on, hold
they
on. But
they
it's
do
true. It is a season.
they do that on fucking purpose. They got that shit stored in the back, and they only bring it out around Halloween time.
Hmm.
I'm talking like a specific food that you know it's the season for this. And if I'm lying, then tell me, because I'm gonna
I,
say right now,
I
as
don't think I
as
can't think of
black
one.
as this sounds, watermelon. You cannot buy watermelon all year round.
Yeah, I think you're true. I think that's right.
Unless there's a store out here in the world somewhere that has it, you can. That's one fruit or one food that I know is only out at certain times of the year.
Huh.
Apples you can buy all year long. Oranges you can buy all year long. Bananas you can. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about pineapples too much, but
Pineapples may be the same. I don't
but
know. But
but
if
what
the
watermelon?
thing is, if when I go to Publix, such like you see, maybe not see fresh pineapple, but you see like cube pineapple in a fucking container. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I can't think of another fruit or vegetable where it's like this is the season for it. I mean, maybe if I get really exotic, like rambutans or some shit like that. You don't
I
know
mean,
what
but
that is, though.
no, I want to say I seen in the story the other day. 'Cause I asked the lady what it was, and I think that's what
Oh,
she said.
you should try some. You ever had a lychee?
If I knew how to fucking, I don't even know what lychee is.
Okay, so all right, so with the rambutan, the motherfucker, it looks like the little birds that stick to your skin, that just stick to your hair or your clothes when you go in the woods.
Okay, gotcha.
All
Yeah.
right, so but what it is like it looks spiky or whatever, but you can just press it and it cracks and
Hmm.
you pop it open and inside there's a fruit, and then inside that fruit there's like a little pit in the middle, so you don't eat that part, but you just eat the fruit around it.
Hmm.
But if you ever had a lychee, it tastes just like a lychee.
Hmm.
But, I try to think of what it would. It's hard to describe. It's like a grape almost. The consistency is like a grape.
Hmm.
But yeah, you should try it sometime. It's really good.
No, I mean, I'm not against it.
Yeah. But okay, so like, so the one of the big things about the documentary is they're talking about like how the fishing industry is in control of the what's it called? The industry that kind of like keeps an eye on their practices.
Hmm.
Like, how does that work? That's like the food and that's like if the ATF was run by the drug or the cartels.
I mean, honestly, I really think that's how it goes sometimes. Like all them people
I
in,
say I don't think the ATF is run by the cartels.
I
I think it's
mean,
run by the pharmaceutical companies.
not the ATF, but I'm saying like okay, let's use John Wick as an example. The higher table nobody ever sees.
Okay, the high table. Yep.
Yeah, but they're running everything. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So on whatever level of assassin you think you are, comparing to John Wick, there's always somebody sitting over you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And obviously, like you said, if you want to go drug dealing, if you want to go Monsanto or whatever,
Mhm.
even I want to I don't know fucking
I
people.
actually like that you brought up Monsanto because they make a lot of the chemicals that
Oh
get
yeah, definitely.
sprayed on all these fucking plants that make them like imagine a plant is edible, right?
Hmm.
That's why we eat it. It's sustenance. It brings joy to our insides, right? But we spray it with something that makes it an insect not want to eat it,
Hmm.
but yet we're still eating it.
Yep.
So what the fuck is it doing to us?
Yep.
If the animal's like, nah, I ain't fucking touching that shit.
Look, that's why when people pull out whatever food and stuff and don't even try to clean it before they cook it, I'm like, yeah. Like, you don't want to put like some water, lemon, something on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Oh, it is true. It's like it's there's so much stuff that's done to food nowadays in order to make it palatable and like ready for us. But like, is we ask ourselves, is it supposed to be ready right then?
Hmm.
Think about this. When you go to the supermarket, you could buy $200 worth of food, right?
Hmm.
Think about all the other food that's there that you're not grabbing.
Hmm.
Like that's it just needs to be there and just in case you want it. But if you don't want it and if nobody wants it, what happens to it?
Yep.
Like that fish had to die in order to be in that fucking case, just in case you wanted to do fish tonight. But
Yep.
maybe the girl you was with smelled like fish, so you didn't want fish, and now you want like filet mignon. I know you know all about that, Chris. I'm just saying.
Hey, that's why you gotta clean it first. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's a reason why lemon is what it is. Sometimes you need that acid. I'm just saying.
Hey, Chris, how come all your girls smell like lemon pledge? Don't worry about it.
Hey, they clean, motherfucker. Don't worry about it. Oh shit.
But no,
Oh
like,
man.
it's just man, like watching documentaries like this make me. I don't think they don't turn me away to eating seafood,
Mm.
but they really make me like think about it because like I mean, overfishing is definitely a thing, right?
Yeah.
You can't just go out there and fucking uh throw a net into the ocean and think you're gonna catch everything you want to catch. Like that ain't how it works. It's
Nope.
whatever comes, whatever comes. And if that net's the size of a goddamn skyscraper, like what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah. Like that is like how powerful does that boat have to be to pull that?
Yeah. Why? Why do we
Because
need that? Why do we need that much fish? Is it because there's too much people?
I mean, if the documentary was telling the truth, most of it, at least this is what I learned, doesn't even come from the United States.
Oh
It's
yeah, a lot of the fishing industries is in
other
sorry to
countries.
say, fucking Asians.
You sound so angry you said that.
I'm just serious because okay, so I watched this. I watched this doc. It wasn't a documentary. It might have been a documentary, but I watched this thing where they were talking about fresh salmon and
Hmm.
farm raised salmon.
Hmm.
Now, yeah, we'll get into the farm raised in a second.
Yeah, 'cause that tripped me out
But
too.
yeah, but okay, so obviously there's not enough fresh salmon out there for, to supply all the sushi and shit going around. So they started using like farm raised salmon. And then when they made the sushi and tasted it, the guy, one of the guys was like, it tastes like shit. That's why we don't use that. We use wild caught because the farm raised tastes like shit.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy saying that works in the fishing industry. So you're not going to tell me that like the farm raised is better than the wild caught because you make your money off of wild caught. And then likewise, so to me, I think farm raised salmon is needed, but when you see how they're being raised, it's like, man, like is maybe that is worse. I don't know.
I mean, that's why I said, like, tell you that cow story. I don't want the cows in a concentration camp. I want them free motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. They look healthier. They look beefier. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I really wish I could get a wild caught salmon and then get one from the store, cook them the exact same way, and see what the difference is. Because I guarantee, I told you, like, when you was in Germany. I mean, I know you wasn't there long, but the food quality to me was so much better.
But is it an America thing or is it a Western civilization thing?
I think it's an American thing, in my opinion, because we're so.
I don't know about that, bro.
I think because we're so overpopulated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but look how much people in Japan are eating fish. Like a lot of that issue is Japan. Well, I mean, the motherfuckers want they fresh fish because they don't even cook that motherfucker.
Okay, but there's a difference in eating it fresh versus us getting it sent to us. We got to store it.
I get it, and there's a ton of people here, but because there's such a market for freshly caught fish in Japan, like they're turning a blind eye. Like, hey, catch this motherfucker however you want to catch it. Like we want the shit.
I mean, because I know it's gonna sound crazy, but the only fish that I didn't feel a way about watching the documentary, we're not gonna say fish, but type of food,
was Charlene from the mall.
What? There wasn't even no Charlene in there. At least I don't think there was, or a mall. But sushi. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sushi is like. I know it's probably gonna sound crazy, or maybe even biased, but in my mind, it's the cleanest fish. It's the cleanest meal to eat, even after watching the documentary.
Why?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I think it's just a mental thing. Like I feel like going to a restaurant and getting some fresh sushi in front of me or something like that is better than going to the store.
Let me pose a question to you. If you went to a sushi restaurant who prided itself on fresh fish, right? And you went there and like, say it got this big ass fish, just hard to catch, and not barely anybody ordered it that day. But we pride ourselves on fresh fish. So tomorrow, that fish is out. Like if they don't use, if it's a sushi restaurant, they're not making anything else with that fish, and that's a waste.
Yeah.
It's I think it's a catch-22. It's like we want stuff prepared a certain way, but when something doesn't meet the criteria for said dish, like if you're not using it for anything else, then I feel like the ingredient just gave its life for no reason. You gotta eat everything, bro. Chicken dicks.
Look, man.
Listen. It ain't gonna reproduce inside you. It's just gonna be a delicious piece of meat. I'm turning you, Chris.
Look, I'm black and I ain't eating that shit. Come on now.
Please, you black. You probably already ate. You just didn't know. You thought that shit was a fucking gizzard.
You know what the ongoing joke with that is? Gives it some chicken balls.
Yeah, I ain't never had chicken dick. Or at least I don't know, but whatever.
Oh man.
But no, yes. I don't. I love meat, and again, I'm eating keto right now, so I'm eating mostly meat.
Mm.
So I have to feel a certain way about it. But at the same time, it's like I don't want to see all these crazy practices going on in order to put this food on our tables.
Yeah.
But there's billions of fucking people. How do we feed all these people? Do we feed all
Yeah.
these people? Do we just kill off 20% of the fucking population?
That's why COVID was created. Just saying.
Hey, go off. Go off. You tell these people how you feel.
Look, sober Chris is a different animal these days. God damn it.
Mhm.
Oh man. But I mean, shit. I never thought I'd actually feel this way. Like, I told you my brother said me and we got to altercation about food, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not changing the fact of what I like to eat.
Wait, what? Y'all got into an altercation
But
about
fuck you.
food?
Yeah, I didn't tell you.
No.
I could have sworn I told you. That's why I was gonna literally like beat the shit out of him because he started throwing all my meat
Oh,
in the freezer.
yeah.
I was like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? You don't go to work for the shit I do. You eat your fucking lettuce, tomatoes, and carrots, so you can leave my fucking steak alone. You know what I'm saying? But now, like, I still agree with him. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. However, I don't want an animal that died horribly on my plate. That's the best I can put it.
I
Even I
just,
know I probably wouldn't know the difference, but still.
I just feel like if I'm gonna eat, I'm into ice. I didn't have to like kill other animals to get this ice, people. Just so you know, it's
Don't worry. Don't worry. The water
humane.
plant.
This
Don't worry.
ice is humane.
The water plant that built the whole water system in your area.
Man, don't
They
start
killed
that
the
shit.
animals.
Don't
They
start
killed
that.
the
First of all, this is Florida. There's a lot of water around us.
a lot of gators too. Some bitches is dead now, ain't they?
I
Because the
mean,
water.
yeah, listen, I will eat some gator ribs.
Because you want. Oh, I'll fuck a gator up too. Shit. I
I
don't
know.
give a shit.
I will eat the toenails and everything.
I don't know about all that.
Maybe
But
it might be just calcium, bro.
but but I ain't gonna lie. Gators actually pretty good.
Yeah. It just tastes like chicken that ate a lot of fish.
Yeah, it actually does. Same with frog legs to me.
Yeah, same. People look at me like, "Oh, how you eat frog legs?" Listen, if I didn't tell you it was frog legs, you would think it was some fucking Hooters wings.
A deformed chicken leg.
Yeah,
That's all you would
that's the
think it
real
was.
chicken in the sea.
Yeah, chicken in a swamp.
But no, like it's. I think I'm make sure that my protein intake and
Mhm.
since I eat animals, I try to like not relegate myself to just one specific type. Some people only eat white meat.
Mhm.
Oh, I only eat chicken breast. Like, no, like that chicken gave its life for us. Eat the whole goddamn thing. Eat the
Yeah.
dick. Eat the
You would not let it go.
just saying. If you listen, if you turn a blind
Hold on. How many times you say that to a female? Hey, bitch, stop playing. Eat the dick.
I'm just saying, if you're a humane woman, you go eat taste it all. That's what I'm saying.
Oh man.
I'm just trying to see. If you eat chicken dick, you might not.
Something is clearly wrong with you.
I'm
Oh
saying, like,
man.
it's just eat the whole thing. Eat the liver, the red meat. Like, I went to Thanksgiving and the entire family only ate white meat. So I ate all the red meat, the fucking thighs, the fucking
dark
lower
meat.
back,
dark
the
meat.
fucking hamstrings, whatever parts of the chickens that were
Did
available.
you say hamstrings?
Yeah, the calves,
Oh
chicken
god.
calves,
Oh man.
the love handles, all that shit. But
Yeah.
it's just the fact that like we're so as a species, we're so spoiled in the fact that we can have access to whatever we want, that we can
Mhm.
pick and choose which part of this animal we want to eat. Like, that's fucked up to me. And the simple fact that we're so spoiled as a society that like, no, I ain't eating that meat. I'm gonna I just want the vegetables because I love these. No. If you were in a fucking third world country where food was so hard to come by, vegetables, meat, whatever, you will eat whatever comes to your plate because that's how you survive.
Mhm. Like for instance, okay. Your dad or one of your uncles made it sound they might have did this. You ever had a full roasted pig?
Yeah.
Okay, like the whole pig.
Hmm?
Okay, one of my favorite things I didn't even know I liked was the ears.
Pig ears?
Yes, that crispy, juicy. But why don't they sell pig ears in the store?
They do, but it's for your dog. You go and they get the pig ears, like the little thing, and that's how spoiled we are as a society.
Mm,
That delicious part of this animal that can feed us as a culture, no, it's not good enough for us. Give it to your dog. And mind you, the
mm,
dog would love it because it's a great piece of meat.
hmm
I'll tell you one thing though. There's one part of the roast pig that you ain't ever had that to me is the most goddamn delicious piece. And
What
it's
the pig
only
dick? 'Cause
first of all,
you want this
no,
whole
that's
kick?
wrong.
You want this whole kick this episode? I'm gonna
Listen,
let
listen.
they
No. First of all, I
look.
was born in the year of the pig. Do not fucking do that shit to me. No. I
We're
am
not gonna do
not
the
that. No, let's
we're gonna
stop.
do the goddamn thing
Stop. No. Listen. It's first of all, it's one bite. It's worth.
with the butt cheek.
No. The butt
The
cheek is
whole,
not one bite, motherfucker. That's a whole. That's a family of 6. God damn it.
oh man,
You know what it is?
what?
I'm a
Don't even say the feet.
I'm a
Okay,
broad. No, of course. You black. You know what pig feet's like, bro.
yes, I really don't. I've eaten lips, the
See?
ears.
You got that revitiligo. That's the problem. My Uncle Ruckus has some pig feet.
Oh
No,
shit.
my favorite part of a roast pig, a whole roast pig.
Mhm.
And I kid you not, I'm not lying. The lower lip.
I just said the lips.
Yeah, the lower lip. And this is how I found out. What do you mean? You're gonna think I'm crazy. All right.
Okay.
So we were at a family friend's house and they had a whole roast pig and you know, the heads on it, whatever. First of all, if you're turned away by seeing the head of an animal on a cooked piece of meat, you need to get over yourself.
Yeah.
Meat's got a face. That's what it is. This is how it is. And there's a lot of good meat in there, specifically the lip. But
There is.
so they had the pig there, and you know I was grubbing away, whatever. And then there's this quote that went into my head, and it's because it was about hot dogs, right?
Okay.
You know the quote from hot dogs, right? You know what hot dog? I don't eat hot dogs. You know what hot dogs are, right? Lips and assholes.
Mm. I know that.
Yeah, that's what
I thought
people
it was
say.
just-
It's just a quote. They're like, oh, you know what the hot dog is? It's lips and assholes.
Mm.
And me, I'm like, well, I love hot dogs, so I'm not gonna taste the asshole, but let me taste this lip. And so I cut that shit off. I ate it, bro. It's all collagen. Like it's fucking delicious. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will eat that shit. Like I will save me the lower lip, bro. Find me
Especially-
a little Bubba Gump fucking pig.
Look, especially if it's seasoned right and you got that good crispy on the outside and that juicy on the inside.
Yeah.
Look, my uncle Kenneth, he does that shit raw. Raw. No, I mean like good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying like there's so like if you're adventurous enough to taste every part of an animal, you realize there's different flavors to every piece of meat.
Oh, definitely.
The same thing with fish. Like the fish cheek. I know a lot of people don't eat the fish, like don't realize that because they don't realize like a fish has a fucking head. You can eat the fucking head, but the fish cheek is fucking delicious. The collar, a tuna collar, fucking phenomenal. You grill that motherfucker. Fish eyes taste like oysters, bro.
I've tasted them. I'm just not a fan of them.
Liar.
I guess it's his eyes. All right, because look, man, the little black spot in there. So, like, I actually dug it out and ate it, but the little black spot didn't move.
Yeah,
Like,
well, the thing is, it gets hard. So
yeah, I know. Yeah,
it's like
just-
biting into a fucking pearl.
Yeah. See. Oh man,
What's the craziest piece of seafood you ever had? Just out of curiosity.
craziest piece of
Hey.
seafood.
Keep it not X-rated, bro.
There's a girl I knew. Mary Sue Ellen.
Nah, first of all, you not messing with no Mary Sue Ellen. You ain't never coming. Actually, no, you live in Alabama. You might come across a Mary Sue Ellen.
Oh God.
What are you three first names?
Mary Sue.
Those are the women you're around now. Mary Sue Ellen, Willie James.
Oh man.
All there.
Oh
Yeah, what's the
shit.
craziest piece of seafood that you've had and liked? You didn't realize you were gonna like. This is fucked up. I'm going to the gym after this.
Maybe eel.
Eel. Oh yeah. I don't know if I like eel.
I
I've had
mean,
it a bunch of times. I just don't know if I like it.
well, the reason why I say I can't say that I didn't like it because I ate it, but I didn't know I was gonna like it. Like I tasted it and I was like, okay, this ain't have bad, but it's not something I'm gonna order.
Yeah. Because I've gotten eel on like sushi and stuff like that, and like I don't know, there's a gaminess to it that's not really my. Like it's not bad, but it's not something. It's not something I'd go order. Even like, you ever had sea urchin?
No.
I've had urchin, and it's something that I'm not necessarily like gonna fucking search it out, but eat it.
Shit, you think we'll get some seafood? I might get some sushi tonight.
I need you to cook it. Cook the food. That's one thing. Okay, so
You don't cook sushi?
but here's the thing.
Just the rice?
Yeah, no, you can have a cooked roll. Okay, so as a cook,
Chef, thank you.
okay.
I ain't been to jail for that long.
All right, so as someone who likes food, like, do you feel like eating raw fish and eating just a quick salad, you think that's too easy as someone who likes to do something with the fucking ingredients?
Oh, definitely. It's definitely, man. I mean,
like, it's good, but to me, that's not. If I'm gonna have this tuna that gave its life to me, I might taste a little bit of it raw, but then do some shit with it. Fucking, prepare it in a way that's like, okay, yeah, like I'm gonna make some delicious shit because this thing gave its life for it.
we got to do that one day.
What?
Like, go camping.
Oh fuck
Like,
yeah!
but I mean, like, obviously we'll have food with us, but let's try to, whether it's fish or some type of animal or something, and just
Get
see
some
what happens.
porcupine, bro.
Shit, that shit might try to kill us.
I'll fuck up some porcupine. I never had it, but
I'm about to say, when you have porcupine,
I don't know. I'm sure I'll fucking figure something out. Fucking put some amino acids on it and some shit.
oh, did you get that
Worcestershire sauce?
You get the video I sent you about the fried rattlesnake?
Nah,
I actually want to try it.
I know you do, because you can be like, I'm getting you back, motherfucker.
I got it back there. I shot him.
No, you got a fucking vendetta against this shit. Like I've had rattlesnake before though.
Oh yeah, well I've had it as jerky, but that was it.
No, because I went to this place. There was this place in Boston. It's closed now, but it was called the Rattlesnake. And they used to have like rattlesnake bites.
Holy
Fucking
shit!
delicious. Snake is delicious, man. That's why I was upset that my mom spit the fucking sausage out. Remember when we were at the Big E?
I'm trying to think.
You remember that, do you?
Yeah, I remember being there, but I don't remember eating snake when we was there.
I had gotten a snake sausage, and my mom had some. It was like a hot dog, like a hot dog.
Yeah.
Like snake, whatever. But she bit it, and she was like, I was like, Mom, is that good? She was, yeah, it's really good, whatever. I was like, yeah, that's rattlesnake. She pulled it out of her mouth. I'm like, Mom, but it was delicious. She said, no, I don't eat that stuff. I'm like, no, you just did.
Yeah.
What you do is finish it.
Huh.
What was your biggest takeaway from this documentary? Because clearly, I mean, we're not really talking about it much, but it's affecting the way we view our food supply.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it a couple times already since we've been talking. I like the part where they're I think they're hunting the whales, and they got them all going into one little spot.
Yeah,
and they're just like, what's I'm looking for? Aggressively killing them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
not only that, they're killing them because of that's their competition for fish. That was fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, we're not killing you because you're, it's like whatever, we're eating you, whatever. We're killing you because we're trying to catch all these fish and you motherfuckers are eating the fish.
Yeah.
That's like the Bloods and Crips.
Yeah, but the part that got me is when the guy is actually sitting on the well on the side of the beach, waiting for the boat to come in, like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And I never thought about animals having feelings,
Mhm.
honestly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just hearing them like yelling and everything, and that whole little sea of blood, so to
Yeah.
speak, it's like I don't know. I'm a firm believer, at least in my mind,
But
that if something dies the wrong way, it's not going to be good for you.
yeah. When the thing is like a dolphin or what, that's a mammal. That's a sea person.
Hmm.
There's a rumor out there, and I don't know how true it is, but there's like a legend out there where mermaids and shit like that.
Hmm.
But like people actually think mermaids were actually dolphins because of how smart they are and like how they'll help out humans and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So back in the day, they would always talk about mermaids and shit like that, but they think actually they were really talking about dolphins.
Hmm.
And like, so if you think about that, those are like sea people, and we're just out there fucking slaughtering sea people,
Hmm.
you know? And I don't know. It's weird because like I love fish, but I couldn't see myself like killing a dolphin. Like, what is it about that? Why are we able to eat one thing but not the other?
Same thing. Well, this I heard about shark. I don't know for real or not, but didn't they say, especially like, even with deer, if you don't skin it right or do something right, and you hit that piss pouch or whatever, it'll contaminate the whole meat.
Yeah, but that's with any fucking animal. If you hit that fucking, it's like if you hit the gallbladder and the fucking bile gets everywhere, it just
Hmm.
fucks up the meat. But it's like, okay, so here's a quote. It's for vegans out there. You know, vegans will sit there and say, I only eat plants because I don't eat animals because I don't like killing animals. But with monocropping and, especially like say soybeans, they take that machine that goes into the fucking field and just picks up all the beans. Like
Hmm.
you're running over like bunnies and deer and all this shit and rats and all that shit.
Hmm.
So the quote is like, how cute does an animal have to be for you to care about whether it lives or dies for your food?
Mm. Interesting.
No. And that's the same thing like with fish. Like, how come I can eat certain fish, but not like, but then if I see a whale or a dolphin, it's a no no. Like, what is it? What is that connection that makes us say no to this and yes to this?
Hmm. Interesting. I
Mhm.
thought this goes something really, really weird,
Mhm.
but I thought it had something to do with the scales. I can't make it make sense in
So
my
hold on.
brain.
So fish that have like skin type of stuff is a no no, but fish that have scales, okay.
Honestly, it's just for something mentally in my brain is saying that makes a difference.
I could see that. The fish with scales, that's body armor. That means you out here for war.
Oh shit! Oh man, you said that's body armor, man. You got a point.
It is, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta scrape some inches off when you cook them, but
Mhm.
that's funny as hell.
I don't know. I don't know what it is that makes eating one thing okay and another thing not. And it bugs me sometimes.
Mhm.
Because I'm one of those people who I'll eat fucking anything. Chicken dick. I'll eat anything. But the fact of is like, why is it this is gonna it's fucked up. Why is it okay to eat a cow but not a dog?
Mm.
You know?
Mhm. In
Listen,
Korea.
listen, listen. I'm Americanized. Don't fucking look at me like that.
I'm about to say some of your homies across the ocean don't
Oh,
think no different of it.
I don't know. I always wonder sometimes what kind of dogs they cooking. If it's like German shepherds, Lord knows they ain't cooking no pit bulls. Them motherfuckers will fight back.
I think they cook the little rat dogs that be in the street just running around.
What is this? That's Schnauzer, bro.
Yeah, for real.
I
Oh
be I be
man.
I be looking for them German shepherds or the fucking Saint Bernards. A Saint Bernard is like that's like an elk. That shit'll feed
Get,
my family for fucking 6 months.
just get you a Great Dane, shit.
Great Danes, man. Nah, they athletes. That's like killing Lawrence Taylor. I don't know why I said that,
Oh man.
but
Ah,
I don't know. I
yeah.
just this documentary, like a lot of food documentaries, they make you reconsider, um, you know, the way you approach food.
Mm.
That's not going to turn me off to fish because I love fish.
Mm-hmm.
And granted, when you watch documentaries, they're trying to get across a certain message.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to skew a certain way. But I think giving an extra thought to how we get our food and how that food impacts our planet
Mm.
is definitely something we as people need to think about. I personally think we need to think about other food sources just other than what we're normally used to. We need to start eating crickets. We need to start eating fucking like mealworms. Listen, you've had mealworm, you just don't know it. I'm telling you right now. Have you ever had spaghetti
Look, mm-hmm,
and
of
you've had
course.
mealworm?
I probably have. But I
Yeah,
know it was in there.
I'm saying,
I'll tell you. You know what? One day for shits and giggles, I'm gonna go dig up a fucking log and I hope it looks like Hakuna Matata under there. And I'm
you
just
go.
grab.
You about to pull a Timon and Pumbaa?
No,
You look like Pumbaa.
look. I'm gonna put it in some water, in some chicken broth, and season it up, and put it over some, and put it over some rice, and I'm gonna see what happens.
Oh shit! You making some forest paella? All right. So after this documentary, like again, like we said, me and you are fucking seafood lovers.
Mhm.
What?
I see food and I love it.
Yeah, sounds about right. I can see them. Yeah, look at the cheeks. I can tell.
Look, don't worry about these cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Women like these cheeks.
Yeah, it's so funny because women like the cheeks, but they also fish. So, all right. So, like, how are you gonna approach seafood nowadays? It for me, it literally changed my view of how I approach the ocean, how I
Mhm,
approach ocean conservation. Like I support a lot of different ocean conservation charities and stuff like that.
mhm.
Like it's really making me reconsider. It's not just the trash, but just how can we maybe I won't eat as much fish because we need this fish back to
Um,
replenish.
Before I answer that question, there's a part in the documentary where they actually break down the fish cycle. And I'm probably going to say it wrong, but I know you know what I'm talking about. Where he talks about how you're catching this one type of fish,
Mhm.
which causes them not to eat the other fish you're supposed to eat, so it
Yeah.
gets overpopulated.
And so then that fish gets there's more of that fish.
Yeah, that
And
nobody wants, so to speak.
yeah, and then it basically throws off the whole balance.
Yeah. They talk about the sharks and everything too. Like everything is no, what was it? Was it the whales or the sharks that give
It
off
was sharks.
the oxygen?
No, I think the oxygen had to do with the plants on the bottom
No,
of the ocean.
yeah, but it was I want to say maybe it was a whale that they release something out of their body that actually creates part of the oxygen that we breathe
Yep.
in the plankton or something like that. I gotta go back and watch it, but there's a part in there about that. But
I don't
shit.
know. I feel like you know what the answer is? Fucking Thanos. Thanos had it right. Just eliminate half of the population so
Yeah.
this motherfucking can be like I'm not a fucking masochist,
Look,
but the more I see this shit, I'm just like, man, we got too many people out here fucking.
look.
It's just this is why I like homosexuals because they fucking and they're not impacting the fucking population like that.
Oh shit. You just fucked me. Oh, okay. I was going somewhere with the whole Thanos comment. You just fucked me up with that one.
No, but I'm saying like, do we just have too much people? Because here's the thing, as a species, back in the day, back in the 1800s, we
Mhm.
lived till maybe 35, 36.
Mm.
Now we're living to fucking 80, 90. Like that's impacting the fucking food sources that we have. You know?
Yeah.
Are we as people meant to live that long?
According to the Bible, we're supposed to live forever.
And according to the Bible, we all sinners. So fucking
That
die
too.
now because you ain't good enough to go to heaven.
I was gonna make a joke about yesterday, but I'm gonna leave that alone. That might be a touchy subject. I'm leave it alone.
But I'm saying, like,
Oh man.
maybe, I, and this is completely wild. This is a completely wild thought. So please, if you're listening to this, don't clip this and put me out on the internet. And if you do, fuck you. But
Sideways with a sandpaper condom.
yeah, maybe the key to all this is, as humans, stop trying to live till we're 95. Just worry about living till we're 55.
How about living?
Then after that is a plus.
How about just live for the day? Shit. Enjoy the day you got.
Exactly. Be Chris. Live for the day. Just understand that a lot of catastrophic shit happens to him. So,
But hey, I'm built for it. Tough. I can take it.
you ain't built for it though. You built like a fucking rhino, bro.
Oh man.
People, if you don't understand, like, Chris has been through the ringer.
Look,
If Chris was a fabric, he'd be burlap. Yeah, all you do is you put potatoes in the shit and you launch it in the back of a truck. That's it. He's burlap.
oh man. Yeah, man. I don't know. Shit. But yeah, live for the day instead of going shopping for the whole fucking month. Which okay. Don't get me wrong. I know some people, it's just easier that way, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But yeah, shit. And like if I had the option to go get dinner every day, I would do it. Because I know I'm getting something fresh.
If you had the option, you'd have your own chicken farm, but you don't. So what you can do?
My dog's gonna eat them all.
Nah. Listen, you're gonna eat the chicken before your dog do. Just so you know, I know Juice. You're gonna eat the chicken before the Juice does.
I don't know. Nah, you know what? You might be right, because once I put that first one out and fry it up and she get a piece,
Listen,
she gonna be out there trying to feed him too.
bro, I'm gonna have like 20 different seasonings and be like, all right, well, this one's lemon pepper, this one's Cajun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sure, like, time to feed the chickens?
All right, let me ask you a question. And this is completely off subject. Not off subject, but this is completely like just different. But is there a change in your eating habits that you're gonna make based off of this documentary you watched? I'm tipsy, so I don't know what I don't know why I'm asking you this, but
no, I mean, because I've already noticed the change in it. Like
how?
Like, okay, like for instance, one of my favorite fast food sandwiches is a fish fillet. You know what I'm saying? It is. The Whopper's number one. The Whopper's number one. The double Whopper, to be exact.
You know, goddamn well, the fucking Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich is your favorite.
No, that's yours. The double Whopper, no onions. That's me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With cheese.
But, okay. Okay. So after this documentary, go ahead.
Nah, because I know it sounds so crazy, and I can't piece it together in my mind. I just would prefer to have it fresh now. I don't want the story.
No, I agree. I feel like if I come across something that's animal based or even plant based, but it looks like it's built for mass consumption, I might take a step back.
Yeah.
And I might look at like the same version, but like locally.
Yeah.
Like if there's a fucking hamburger patty that I can buy, I might get away from the fucking the main source or the big companies and look at some small farm that's also doing hamburger patties. I'm like, all right, let me go to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like I said, I can't fully explain the way I want to, but in my mind, it's like,
is there any new foods you're gonna try because you realize we can't just keep eating the same shit?
I'm always try
Fish wise. Is there a new fish you might want to try? By fish, I mean seafood, not just fish. But is there a new piece of seafood that you might want to try because you realize we can't always eat tuna and fucking bass?
Well, see, because I've always loved seafood, I'll try anything. I'll try starfish if I could. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to cook that son of a bitch or even how it's supposed to be.
You gonna eat Patrick?
Hell yeah.
I'll eat SpongeBob if you eat Patrick.
That's a fucking sponge. You better off eating fucking Squidward.
Yeah, because at least he's a fucking squid.
Yeah, for real. Oh man.
You ever wonder if like Squidward, like no, never mind. I'm not gonna go into that shit. The other day I wrote this like bit on on my notebook. If I ever decide to do like stand-up comedy,
Yeah.
essentially it just means like I get into a conversation with Squidward, but it's also me talking to a vagina. Yeah. It smells like fish and it looks like a fucking.
I gotta hear this.
Yeah,
I gotta
I'll
hear.
tell you. I'll tell you later.
I gotta hear this
Yeah.
because I can't piece it together in my mind right now. But
No, I'll tell you later, and then
oh
it'll
god,
all make sense. Just picture how Squidward looks.
run it by Dave Chappelle first.
All right. Okay. So all right. So final thoughts on Seaspiracy. Like, what was your biggest takeaway from this movie?
um, like I said, the mass consumption and the killing for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, how many cans of tuna or whatever are on these shelves in every store,
Yeah.
dollar stores. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Walmart, Target, um, shit, Whole Foods, Publix, fucking whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, didn't even see the fish at the Dollar General.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I haven't shopped at Dollar General in a while, but I know that's every week for you. So
I mean, shit, it's right down the street.
exactly,
They sell beer.
it's
They sell
good.
beer. They
I'm
sell.
nothing. Ain't nothing against Dollar General. That's where Chris gets his natural light.
They got Corona too. Shit.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
I think my biggest takeaway, and it might be along the same line as you, is like I think I'm gonna try to focus on local.
Hmm.
Like if I'm buying seafood, if I'm buying meat, whatever, I'm gonna try to go to somewhere local to where I know like it's impacting local farms versus some big conglomerate like the
Yeah.
ones you used to drive for.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
did did this documentary make you view these places you used to drive for differently? Because you used to offer me chicken. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But I'll swing by your house and you might have like 2 weeks worth of chicken left.
Drop off a couple of pallets.
Yeah. I'm saying, like, did it make you look at that differently? Because like when you drop off, and this is for me working in warehouses, when you drop off a pallet of supplies, it doesn't even have to be food, just in general. It's a giant pallet of one ingredient or one, product.
Yeah.
And it's different when it's like notebooks or pencils and some shit. But when it's food that something had to die in order to make, like this one pallet is full of something that had to be raised and groomed and then its life taken away in order to make this pallet. And you're dropping it off like, man, I need to make it to my next drop before this thing goes bad.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm caught in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Because I still love to eat.
And obviously.
I mean, shit. You do too. Shit.
Oh, I know. And I'm Asian, so I eat the weird shit.
Yeah. I don't know. Only thing I can think of is what I've been saying. Even though I don't know how it dies, whether it's being grown in a farm or Bubba down the street doesn't grow it itself or whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like locally it's probably better to go. At least you know what it's being fed. You know what I'm saying? Like the lady down the street, you could actually go in her farm and pick an animal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I personally think local, it might be harder to get what you're looking for at that moment, but I think it's the way to go. I think that's the way I'm going to approach a lot of the food nowadays. Is when I want stuff, I might stock my refrigerator with local food, and then maybe every so often, grab something from the mainstream shit. But yeah. What about amounts of food? Are you going to eat the same amount of food, or are you going to try to dial it back and try to keep a sustainable amount?
I gotta watch my figure. I'm eating everything. I gotta keep
your
it the way it
figure
is.
is round.
I gotta keep it that way.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Eating
fear.
Lay's potato chips.
See, that's potato. That's okay.
No, because even potatoes, they're GMO, bro. Fucking GMO is that's when fucking they engineer this potato so that it can survive other like the climates. Like they shouldn't be doing that shit. Like look at the fucking corn. Corn back in the day used to be able to grow like 12 stalks per square foot. Now
Okay.
you can grow 30 stalks per square foot because of
Mm,
how they've been engineered. It's not supposed to be like that. So it's
mm,
so resistant to, nature and the lack of nutrients around that, like it'll just survive anything. Then you're eating that motherfucker and you're taking it in, but like, what are you taking in? You're taking in this thing that like it's just so imperfect. It's like instead of eating a fucking pig, you're eating a fucking I don't know, some fucking like armored fucking pig that's like bred for fucking war and gladiator fucking treatment
yeah.
because you want fucking pork in November.
Mm, mm,
I think me personally, and I've already been super various on the types of food I eat. I think for me, I'm gonna try my best to get a lot of my nutrients from non-mainstream sources,
mm,
i.e., liver, gizzard, like those
mm.
those pieces of the animal that usually get thrown away.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me some intestine, chitlins.
Chitlins. I'm about to say shit. As long as they made right, you good to go.
I know. Eat some
Next.
pancreas, some kidney, some the collarbone. Like,
That might not be that bad.
y'all can have the ribs. Give me vertebrae 3 and 5.
Oh man.
All
Oh shit.
right. All right.
Um
Final thoughts.
I actually recommend a movie.
Mhm.
I recommend a documentary, Seaspiracy on Netflix. Take with it from whatever you can get from it. Because like I said, it's not stopping us from eating. We're just thinking more about how we eat, so to speak.
And I think that's the right way to go. It's not
Mhm.
necessarily about stopping you from eating, but just think twice
Yeah.
or put some more thought into where you get your food
Hmm.
because there's so much access to food nowadays that you do have the opportunity to affect the world simply by how you eat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, my final thoughts. Just yeah.
My
Just
final thoughts is there's so much more food in the ocean that we're not paying attention to,
mm,
and we need to give the tuna a break. So, but
mm.
everybody out there, tomorrow, try some seahorse, something.
They gotta catch that shit first.
Maybe I don't
And
know.
I think hold on, wait, let's okay. How many seahorses is it gonna take to fill up a motherfucker?
I don't know. Maybe eat them shits like popcorn chicken. Them
You
shits
need a
look.
you need a bucket of them shits.
Maybe who knows? I'll pop
Okay,
them shits up like
you
fucking
gotta
pop rocks.
go to Popeyes and let me get that 10-piece seahorse with some Cajun fries. Shit.
just the
I,
ones
I
that we
would
see
I
in
would
Rosie.
I would do it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I just think there's so much more varied options for food out there that we can't keep eating the same thing over and over.
Hmm.
Even as a species, we should be working with the environment.
Hmm.
And the fact that we're at a point where we have the choice on what we want to eat and we're neglecting so many other food sources because we're so like uh we're so focused on these little things that maybe might be better for your health. I don't know, like
Hmm.
chicken breast or whatever. Like there's all these bland sources of nutrients.
Hmm.
Like get away from that and just
Hmm.
understand that there's so much more out there so that we can let the nature like repopulate itself.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my takeaway.
Hmm.
I'm about to go to the fucking Mexican restaurant and get some crickets soon.
Cricket what?
You ever had crickets?
No.
Chapolinas?
No.
Next time you're in Orlando, I will take you to the spot. We will get some shots of tequila and some crickets. And I don't even like tequila, but if you're here, tequila and
I
crickets.
just want some cow tongue, some lengua.
Yeah, exactly. See,
Look,
lengua, right?
look,
You know how many people don't understand how
look.
delicious lengua is?
Told you I done fucked up a lot of people's taste buds with that.
Hmm.
Told you here, eat this steak burrito.
I know.
It's still steak.
Bro, go for it. Go for it. I'm all about that elk knuckle. Give me them knuckles. Just no, I ain't never had knuckles.
I'm about to
Just
say,
saying.
do elks even have knuckles?
No, I'm just saying,
Shit.
like, there's other parts of the animal that are delicious out there. And if you open your eyes and open your taste buds, you'll definitely find some shit that is worth having.
Speaking of, just real quick, you ever had a bison burger?
Yeah, all the time. I actually
And
made some the other day.
I actually prefer a bison burger over regular beef.
I know. Yeah, because bison is a little more. It's more nutrient dense. It's got a little more fat to it, but it's a slight gaminess to it that's actually to me is better.
Hmm.
And it's not that beef is bad. It's just that beef has been so manufactured to the point that it all has the same taste
Mm.
that you know.
Because the burger I had, it looked like a piece of charcoal. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, this is gonna be fucking
Well, I
tough
mean,
as shit.
you a brother, so you like your shit well done.
Nah, medium, medium.
I don't know about that, y'all.
Hey,
You
we
don't like
talked about
that
this.
red.
The
Only
right,
time
no,
you
no,
like that
no,
red is on
no,
that one time of the month. That's
no,
about it.
no. That's your fucking brothers. You know what I'm saying? How about some just sear the steak on one side, flip it over, and sear it again and give it back to me.
Bro,
That
I
shit is still
saw.
fucking mooing.
I was at work one time and I saw one of the brothers like he tossed his steak on the fucking George Foreman grill because he was like that shit ain't cooked enough. I'm like, remember you ain't catering. How you fucking this thing is supposed to be for sandwiches and you cooking your steak on it.
Oh man. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Just open your eyes to the different food sources out there because if we don't, like, we're gonna fucking run this planet ragged.
this shit we already are.
What's a new food source you might try, ocean wise? Because we are
Oh,
talking about Seaspiracy.
oh, I told you starfish.
Besides starfish, like for real, like one that you can go to the store and actually get.
Honestly, I'd have to go and look because I feel like I've had everything in the store unless I go to the exotic stores or no disrespect, but an Asian market or a Mexican market because I've been to them before doing deliveries and they have a whole different level of food.
Why is that? Is it because Americans are turned off by all those other like when I go to the Asian supermarket in Orlando, like it's whole fishes everywhere.
Hmm.
There's live there's live crabs, live frogs, all this shit. But then you go to Publix, it's just your
Packaged.
scallops, shrimp, salmon, and whatever. Like, why is it?
You know what? This is going to be a whole nother conversation. But with that being said, I think Americans are so blinded by the idea of packaged food. We're not what's the word I'm looking for? Savages anymore, so to speak.
Okay, so not necessarily blinded, but more what's the word? We're so numb to the idea of packaged food.
Cause think about this. If I knew how to cook a live, not a live frog, but like go get a frog and do it myself,
Yep.
I don't need to go get the packaged frog legs from Publix.
Mhm,
Just saying.
mhm.
But I don't know how to do that. And then wait, I gotta kill this thing myself?
Yeah.
No, that's not my style. Let somebody else do that. Let somebody else do the dirty work and let me enjoy the clean part of it.
I'm gonna give you an example right now. And this sucks because like I would love to get sponsored by them. But Hello Fresh, the food company.
Sounds familiar, but
So Hello Fresh is this company where they'll send you like a recipe, all
mhm.
the ingredients, and you cook it and you make a delicious meal.
Okay, yeah.
It's awesome because it makes people feel like they put the effort into cooking. It makes them feel like they can cook better, and it exposes them to different flavors out there.
Hmm.
But it makes them feel like they're chefs.
Mm.
You know, they didn't have to do any of the work figuring out the flavors,
Mm.
sourcing the material. They got it all. They cook it all. They're like, oh yeah, I'm a good cook because I made this.
No,
Versus
no.
someone who goes to the store and goes, all right, let me get that, and then I'll figure this shit out.
That's what they. You gave me this idea years ago. Use it every time you go to the store, grab a new seasoning. I
Yeah,
actually still do that.
me too.
I mean, like I look at it, I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this? Fuck it.
Yeah,
And I'm having to kind of for years because I can't find nothing I want it to taste like that. But
Yeah.
It definitely expands your brain on how to on cooking. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Just whenever I'm at a supermarket and I see a different ingredient, sometimes I'll just buy it and toss it in my freezer because I know I want to play with it,
Mm-hmm.
see what's out there, you know? I don't know. Well, anyways, that's your latest episode of Sarath and Chris's Movie Therapy Podcast. Once again, this is your boy Sarath, aka Makazi.
And your boy Chris Brown, aka Red Fort Delta.
Yeah. And if you're listening to this, just go out, eat some delicious shit. Don't go to your normal restaurants. Go try something new.
Find your local market. Find. I know it's probably hard in the city, but,
Yeah.
but go on the outskirts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I live
Try
in
something
Chicago.
new, try something different. Just expand your horizon, because the more you expand your horizon food wise, the better off we will be as a species and as a planet, because we will allow, you know, we will allow nature to replenish itself the way it's
Mm,
supposed to.
yeah,
Anyways, all right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.